turned it down yet. Well, I lost my Alfano. Gotta get another one. I can play the Alfano on the original keys. We'll see in B and I'll play it. That's fine. Got it. Of course. Yes. That's the final verse. Good to see you. Actually, we have to do Havdalah in E minor unless we can find a capo. Brock, do you have an extra capo? Craig Talbot presently borrowed mine. So can we do it in? Hi, Sophie. How you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, E minor. A minor, B minor. Yeah. Let's do Havdalah in E minor. Yeah. And then the Alfano will be in A minor. And I can't play. I just won't play. It sounds better in even anyway. Capo. Let me do one more check for one, and we'll see. B minor. In my emergency guitar case. That one B minor. Yeah, but still E minor. With interest, I need a capo and a half. 50%. Yeah. Should do 50% interest. Yeah, true. I don't think he wrote it. It's of Remy. It's of Remy. Reb of Remy. Rev of Remy. You added a nice chord in there.
Yeah, I was literally coming up to.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read off of this.
Fine.
What is that? Is that before the B minor?
Yeah, C sharp half diminished. And then
I can't play that. So it's gonna be E major to B minor. I mean, unless this is B7 for me. Does that work? No.
But then G here. So E minor.
G minor.
If you stay on E minor,
Okay. To E major, B minor.
yeah, that should work.
Thank you.
We just want to welcome everyone. We know this was a quick switch. I think maybe we started advertising this Wednesday. So we really want to thank you for choosing to, spend 45 minutes or so with us tonight. When we think about the word Havdalah, often we use that word to talk about the separation, the distinction between Shabbat and the rest of the week. But I think many of us are feeling a similar way right now, that everything feels separate. Everything feels different. The moment we heard about the atrocities on October 7th, I'm not sure if anyone felt like, oh, okay, now I can sit back and get to my regular routine. In a way, everything feels like a Havdalah. And so, in a way, I think we should give ourselves permission to sit in that Havdalah, to sit in the notion that things do feel different and feel separate and we won't feel whole. I don't want to say for a long time, because what we're doing tonight is we're praying for the return of our hostages. And I do think, God willing, when that happens, we may feel a semblance of wholeness again. And so what we did, I hope you've had a chance to see, and feel free, you can stand up and walk around if you want to go ahead and take a look. But we marked off about 17 rows of the sanctuary. We didn't realize how many rows it would be in order to give a seat to every name of a hostage who is currently being held captive in Gaza. And you can look at the name. I don't know, ages, are the ages on there? Name and age of each person. And then tonight, what we're going to do as a clergy team is we're going to share just some brief words about 6 or 7 hostages. honestly, that we kind of felt drawn to immediately and wanted to share not just their name, but a few more words about them. I wrote this poem that I wanted to share before we begin. It's a poem written in unity with the hostages being held captive in Gaza. When Hannah prayed to God for a child, her lips moved with no sound emerging. Her prayers were heard. Her prayers were answered. Their voices are hard to hear. Their prayers pierce, tear, pummel our souls, revealing gaping holes, mouths moving, no sound. We hear their prayers. May their prayers be answered. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, friends, teenagers, children, babies, deepening pools of pain, despair, unbridled angst. No one sleeps, longing to hear their voices yet again. Cries emerge from the darkness, silent cries. Silent, screaming, echoing cries, weeping for a parent's embrace, whimpering for favorite pajamas. When do I get to go home? Silent, screaming, echoing cries. When can I sleep in my bed, see my sister, eat my grandmother's challah, play at the park, go on a date, listen to music? When do I get to go home? Silent, screaming, echoing cries. When can I feel the warmth of the sun, go swimming in the sea, sing, dance, laugh, dream? When do I get to go home? When will my voice be heard? God, do you hear me? Will you answer my prayers? Their cries, silent to the ear, deafening to the heart. We hear your prayers, shared, linked, prayers intertwined. We hear your prayers, hearts joined as one. We hear our prayers, cries that God can't ignore. God, tonight, hear our prayer. May our prayer be answered. Amen. Cantor Feldman and Benjamin will lead us in Achenu, our prayer for our captives.
Matzara ubashivya, haomdim ben bayamud Vein bayabasha.
On October 7th, during the brutal massacre of our people, Roni Eshel was kidnapped by Hamas and taken to Gaza. Roni Eshel, age 19, along with 5 other young women, taken from Nahal Oz, the army base where Roni was stationed as part of her service in the IDF. Like so many young IDF soldiers, Roni's role on base Nahal Oz was to monitor the border. We say young women, but Roni is 19, still a child. She's like other 19-year-old youngsters. She's an older sister to 2 younger brothers. She has a dog, and she loves Taylor Swift. All she wanted was to finish the army and go to a concert. We are one family. They are a part of us. We are a part of them. We must stand up and speak out until Roni Eshel and every single hostage, men, women, and children, are brought home safely.
On your song sheet, please join with us, Lu Yehi.
We join on our song sheet number 1, Lu Yehi.
עוד יש מפרש לבן באופק מול ענן שחור כבד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. ואם בחלונות הערב אור נרות החג רועד, כל שנבקש לו יהי. Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi. מה כל ענות אני שומע, כל שופר וכל תופים, כל שנבקש לו יהי. לו תשמע בתוך כל אלה גם תפילה אחת מפי, כל שנבקש לו יהי. Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi. Lu Yehi, Lu Yehi, Ana Lu Yehi, Kol shenevakesh Lu Yehi.
October 7th, during the brutal massacre of our people, Hirsch Goldberg, Poland, was kidnapped by Hamas during the music festival at Kibbutz Re'im, taken to Gaza. His last text to his mother at 9 a.m., I love you. I'm sorry. Hirsch is my friend Michael's cousin, 23 years old. He'd finished the army in April. He was a medic. He was working and is working as a medic, a waiter to save up for a trip to India. He loves to travel and to explore, and he loves music. In a video posted of Hirsch, he's pictured in his room with posters on the wall, many calling for peace. with our neighbors. He's a son. He's a brother. He's a friend. We are one family. Hirsch Goldberg Poland is a part of us. We are a part of him. We must stand up and speak out until Hirsch and every single hostage, men, women, and children, are brought home safely.
We continue with song number 2 on your song sheet, Vehi She'amda.
Vehi she'amda lavoteinu, Vehi she'amda lavoteinu velanu, shelo echad bilvad hamad aleinu lechalotenu, hamad aleinu lechalotenu. Vehi she'amda lavoteinu, Vehi she'amda lavoteinu velanu, shelo echad bilvad hamad aleinu lechalotenu, hamad aleinu lechalotenu. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם. עמד עלינו לכלותנו, לכלותנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מידם, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו אדם, והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מידם, מידם.
On October 7th, Ditzah Haman was kidnapped by Hamas and taken to Gaza. Ditzah was born 84 years ago and was one of the founders of kibbutz Nir Oz, which was one of the first kibbutzim to be burned to the ground by Hamas terrorists that morning. To her family, including Khalil, a PhD student of Bible in Toronto and a former classmate of my girlfriend Sarah at the Pardes Institute of Jewish Studies in Jerusalem. She is Savta Ditzah. Savta Ditzah is a loving and beloved grandmother, mother, and aunt. Savta is the thread that binds the whole family together, says her nephew, Stav. We gather around her famous soup, which is just plain chicken soup, but which she makes uniquely hers. Savta prepares many dishes that are exclusive to her, like her iconic cake filled with fruits. Who would make a fruit cake? Only Savta Ditzah. Who will make that fruitcake, if not for Savta Ditsa? Kliel recounts how in May of 2021, while over 4,000 Hamas rockets bombed Israeli civilian centers for 11 consecutive days, she called to check in on Savta Ditsa. As usual, she waved it away, saying she spent some nights in her bomb shelter, nothing to worry about. She asked how school was going and wished goodbye with neshikot, kisses. But this time, Kliel writes, is different. This time, Savta Ditsa is a grandmother to all of us. We are one family. Achenu kol Beit Yisrael. She and all of the hostages are a part of us, and we are a part of them. We must stand up and speak out until Ditsa and every single hostage, man, woman, and child, is brought home safe.
At the end of a happiest occasion in the Jewish tradition, a wedding, before we break the glass, we say the sacred words, Imesh kachech Yerushalayim tishkach yamini, that at our happiest moments, we must always remember Jerusalem. And so too right now, in one of our darkest moments, we remember our brothers and sisters in Israel and Yerushalayim. Song number 3 on your song sheet, Im Eshkachech Yerushalayim. Im Eshkachech Yerushalayim Tishkach yemini Tidbak leshoni lechi ki im lo ezkerechi Eshkachech Yerushalayim Tishkach yemini Tidbak leshoni Oy lechi ki im lo ezkerechi im lo
On October 7th, during the brutal massacre of our people, 8-year-old Ohad Zichri was kidnapped by Hamas and taken to Gaza along with his mother Karen and his grandparents. Ohad is not from the south, but he is from Kfar Saba, and he was visiting his grandparents on their kibbutz when he was taken. His uncle was killed. Ohad is an only child and an only grandson. He loves solving Rubik's Cubes and playing tennis. His family was supposed to have a birthday party for him last week on October 23rd. Instead, Jan Zakowski let us know that we all should write birthday cards to Ohad as he turned 9 years old. And so we did that, and we sent them through the Red Cross but hopefully that he will receive them. Ohad's bedroom was untouched since he left, and it's full of Liverpool soccer souvenirs and Lego constructions that Ohad built. We are one family. They are a part of us, and we are a part of them. We must stand up and speak out until Ohad Zichri and every single hostage, men, women, and children, are brought home safely.
Song number 4, Jerusalem of Gold, Yerushalayim Shel Zahav.
Avir harim tzalul kayahin vereach oranim nisaberu achar ba'im im kol pa'amonim uvtardem ilan va'even shvuya b'chaloma העיר אשר בדד יושבת ובליבה חומה ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני איכה יבשו בורות המים, כיכר השוק ריקה, ואין פוקדת הר הבית בעיר העתיקה, ובמאורות אשר בסלע, מהלילות ואין יורד אל ים המלח בדרך יריחו ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור אך תבואי היום לשיר לך ולך לקשור כתרים קטונתי מצעיר בנייך ומאחרון המשוררים כי שמך צורב את השפתיים כנשיקת שרף אם אשכחך ירושלים אשר כולה זהב ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור חזרנו אל בורות המים לשוק ולכיכר שופר קורא בהר הבית בעיר העתיקה ובמערות אשר בסלע אלפי שמשות זורחות נשוב נרד אל ים המלח בדרך יריחו ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל שירייך אני כינור ירושלים של זהב ושל נחושת ושל אור הלא לכל
October 7th, during the brutal massacre of our people, 19-year-old IDF soldier Karina Ariev was kidnapped by Hamas and taken to Gaza. And these are the words of her sister, 24-year-old Sasha. About Karina. She's all I have, you know. She's the only one I love in this world, the only one I want to be with me. She always comforts me. Even though she's my little sister, I can always come to her and she'll be logical with me and make us come together. She's very lovely. She's very innocent. She's very childish, although she is now a teenager. She likes to decorate her room. She likes stickers and the fluffy dolls of the animals. She loves to paint. She loves cosmetics. She's always doing my makeup. I don't understand anything about it. I remember the day she was born because of the gap between us is 5 years. I was in the hospital and I saw her all her life. Since the moment she was born until right now, it's just rolling in my head like a film. And in the text chain to her older sister, Karina said to Sasha that day, "If I don't live, stay happy in your life, take care of mom and dad all your life. Don't despair, live." We're one family. They're a part of us and we are a part of them. We must stand up and speak out until Karina Ariev and every single hostage, men, women, and children, are brought home safely.
The entire world is but a narrow bridge, but the most important thing is not to be afraid. Song number 5, Gesher Tsar Me'od.
העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר והעיקר לא לפחד כלל.
On October 7th, during the brutal massacre of our people, Oria Brodet, aged 4.5, was kidnapped and taken to Gaza. I want to show you a picture of Oria. Look at that smile. Those big brown eyes and happy cheeks of an almost 5-year-old. My heart skipped a beat when I saw Oria's picture. If I were to describe my own son, I would use those same descriptive words. Big brown eyes, big cheeks, 5 years old. Oria and my son look like they could be siblings. This face and name truly hit home. What was Oria's life like before October 7th? Looking at my own son, I can imagine that Oria was curious about the world around him. He had so much energy and enthusiasm and a vivid imagination. Maybe he enjoyed playing with train sets, superhero action figures, dinosaurs, or puzzles. Or he enjoyed building forts, playing board games, or watching his favorite shows on TV. What is his life like now in Gaza? God only knows. But we do know he is scared, crying, and praying to return home. Anachnu mishpacha echat. We are one family. They are a part of us, and we are a part of them. We must stand up and speak out until Oria and every single hostage, men, women, and children, are brought back home safely. We rise for Hatikva, the hope, the national anthem of our people.
Kol od balevav penima, nefesh Yehudi homiyam, ulfatem Yisrach hadima, ayin letzion tzofiyah. Am Chofshi be'artzeinu Eretz Zion Yerushalayim.
So I'm going to need everyone's help because I think we're an intimate enough of a crowd that we would actually like to do Havdalah surrounding the chairs, surrounding the names that we're holding in our hearts. You're welcome to, this is like camp, okay? We're going to try to make a circle. We're going to do the best we can, but we also have candles for each of you. And okay, we'll do it over there. So clergy, if you'll help me, pass out a candle to each person. We're going to circle the chairs and just to give you some instructions, we're going to circle the chairs, you'll have a candle, we're going to do a mourner's Kaddish together, and then we're going to lead into Havdalah.
ביום קורנו ליהודים הייתה. אורה ושמחה וששון ויקר כן תהיה לנו. עוז ישועות תבוסה ובשם אדוני אקרא. חברי חברי יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם. בורא פרי הגפן, בורא פרי הגפן. יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם. בורא מיני ושמים, בורא מיני ושמים. יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם. בורא מאורי האש, בורא מאורי האש. יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם. המבדיל בין קודש לחול, בין עול לחושך, בין ישראל לעמים, בין יום השביעי לששת ימי המעשר. ברוך אתה אדוני המבדיל בין קודש לחול. יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יאי לי לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה לה. המבדיל בין קודש לחול, חטאותינו ימחול. זרענו וכספנו ירבה כחול, וככוכבים בלילה. שבוע טוב, 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 שבוע טוב. אליהו הנביא, אליהו התשבי, אליהו, אליהו Yahuwah Giladi, Bimera Yameinu, Yavo Eleinu, Mashiach ben David, Mashiach ben David, Eliyahu HaNavi, Eliyahu HaTishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu HaGiladi.
Before we conclude with the song of peace of Osei Shalom, we'll recite the words of the Mourner's Kaddish for the victims of the Simchat Torah massacre, for those IDF soldiers who have lost their lives protecting the land of Israel since October 7th, and of course for all those who have a Kaddish or Yortzeit at this time, please recite with us. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divera chirute ve'yamlich malchute v'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uvizman kari v'maru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam ulomei omaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitromam ve'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shemei dekudesha barichu, le'ela minkol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'maru, Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'maru, Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav, hu ya'asei shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'maru, Amen. May God who brings peace unto heavens bring peace unto all those who mourn. And let us say, Amen. We will conclude with the words of peace, Osei Shalom. As we exit, there is also a sweet treat of an Israeli flag for Oneg, for what the feeling that Shabbat should bring to all of us, even when we remember the over 200 hostages. As we said this morning, look at the names, learn a story, and share those stories. We conclude with Osei Shalom.
Osei Shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Osei Shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh
This will conclude our Havdalah. Thank you for joining us at Sinai Temple and the Sinai Temple Israel Center. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. right here in the sanctuary, another amazing opportunity to connect with Israel. We will be live with a concert from Tel Aviv Museum of Art, and the other part of the concert will be here. You can stream it, but there's no better way to take part than actually being in here with the full orchestra, with Cantor Feldman, with Benjamin Fingerhut. That'll be from 11 to 12:30 here. So please join us, tell your friends, and Shavua Tov.